I'm in Phoenix, Arizona on a mission. Eat good Mexican food, discover new cacti, and find out if immigrants are stealing American jobs. If we're to believe this guy, they are. But what do people here think? Do you think that immigrants are stealing American jobs?
Yes.
No, I don't. No, I think we need the immigrants. We need their help here.
So how do you know an undocumented immigrant's not gonna steal your job? Maybe steal your bike, steal your honey?
Not worried about it.
I guess they can't agree, but their politicians can. Arizona has some of the strictest immigration laws in the country. To understand the immigrant labor economy better, I met up with Masabi Perea.
Okay, so we are gonna go to 2 Home Depots that are in this area.
He's an organizer who heads up a local workers center who introduced me to some workers. ¿Y por qué viniste aquí a Phoenix, a los Estados Unidos?
Porque por la situación en México es muy dura. Como todos sabemos, siempre vamos por el sueño americano.
But it hasn't always been the dream imagined. Ernesto and Danielle have been living and working in the U.S. for over a decade, and both are undocumented.
No venimos a robar ningún tipo de trabajo, sino venimos a trabajar con esfuerzo.
Pues una jornada de un trabajador, de un varillero, es empezar, como ahorita que está el tiempo de calor, tratamos de estar muy temprano, 5 de la mañana, a lo mejor hasta más temprano, ganándole al sol.
When do we take a break? In recent years, things have gotten even harder for these workers thanks to 2 laws in particular, the so-called Show Me Your Papers law and one that requires employers to check a worker's legal status. E-Verify, SB 1070, ¿cómo cambió el ámbito de trabajo y cómo afectó a sus comunidades?
Fue algo muy duro, muy difícil. Está uno con temor en sus casas sin poder salir y pensando que cualquier rato pues te pueden deportar. Era un momento muy difícil.
Between 2009 and 2012, the number of undocumented workers in Arizona fell by 40%, which caused the GDP on average to drop by 2% every year. Some people say that's okay. The pie might have gotten smaller, but so-called real Americans got a bigger slice of it. But it also affected employers, like egg farm owner Glenn Hickman, who says he lost legal employees because they had undocumented family members.
The whole family went to some state that they felt was more tolerant of immigrants.
SB 1070 hit this community in particularly really hard in a very negative way.
Roberto Reyes owns a landscaping company here in Phoenix. He says Arizona's immigration laws are out of touch with economic realities.
I got to see a lot of the houses we boarded up, houses that were abandoned, and I don't think all of them were abandoned because people couldn't afford them. There was a lot of houses we went to that, like stuff that was very important to them, they just left. In my mind, someone probably got deported or they just had to leave really fast.
And even though it's law, employers have skirted requirements to verify a worker's immigration status because now they can hire anyone as an independent contractor as a workaround.
So what it means is that he's not gonna have right to overtime, to minimum wage, to training.
They're basically their own employers, and you're just getting them for a certain amount of time or a certain amount of work.
What would your company look like if you couldn't hire any immigrant workers?
I don't know if we would have a company, honestly.
Work is work, and not every job is fulfilling. Sometimes it's just hard and sweaty and dirty and those kind of things. So I think that we should have a policy in the United States that accommodates the need for those workers that can come here, work legally, and when the job is finished, they can leave.
What's your response to Donald Trump's idea of building a wall to keep Mexican immigrants out of the U.S.?
There's things that call the rope, things called the ladders, and those things could be used to climb a wall really easily. The problem's never gonna get solved like that. It's just the reality.
The truth is, wall or no wall, papers or no papers, laws or no laws, the draw for immigrants to work in the U.S. remains. Because compared to places like Mexico, the U.S. is still the land of relative opportunity. And that's just how it is, for now.